You never ever want to date a single mother. And here's some reasons why. If you are a single mother, you're not going to like this. So let's start. They're never available. A single mother's schedule is never open. Single mothers are the kind of women to always cancel dates at the last minute. Something always gets in the way of a man spending time with her. It's hard to have a relationship with her because she's never there. And if you've ever dated single mothers, like I've dated many single mothers, you'll know this to be true. Absolutely. So let's move on. You are not a priority. Usually in a relationship, the man winds up dead last, behind her kids, her job, the car, the kitchen sink, the stock toilet. Even the dog gets more attention and affection than a man involved with a single mother. Any man who gets involved with a single mother winds up fifth stringer. Don't know what fifth stringer is in a relationship, and he rarely ever gets called to play. Now, that is, it is generally true. But let's continue. Now this is bang on. Thinks the world revolves around her and only her. A single mother is one of the biggest narcissists on the dating scene. She often thinks that a man has to drop everything in his life to be part of hers and her kids. They're so selfish, they don't think a man has needs, wants, or a life of his own. He's just supposed to be there and give her everything she wants in life. Yes, as a man who's dated many single mothers, this is generally true. Not all, but most. This is generally true. There's no doubt about that one. And I'm making this video and you're probably thinking, well, why are you telling me about dating single mothers when you've dated single mothers yourself? Can anybody guess why for years and years I dated single mothers and I didn't think there was anything wrong with it? Can you guess? Right, we'll see. We'll see in the comments. Emotionally unavailable. Most single mothers cannot form an intimate connection with a man because her feelings are invested in other people. Usually her primary focus is on her children. And it's right, and it's absolutely rightly so. Her focus should be on the children. If not, there's something wrong with her. So, I'm not bashing single women here for that. It's it's just a fact of the situation. Why, this is my thing, why date single mothers? Never ever date single mothers. You don't have to. There's plenty of women out there what are free and single with no children. You don't have to. These are some of the downfalls and pitfalls of dating single mothers. And usually our primary focus is on our children, and absolutely right, and so it should be. But right, let's continue. In addition to dedicating herself to her children, most single mothers have given their hearts to someone else, their child's father. And those feelings she still has for him will always prevent her from getting close to you. There will always be some distance between a single mother and the new man in her life. Now, if you have dated single mothers, you will know the dad this, the dad that, the kid's dad this, the kid's dad that. There's always something going on. There's always something. Right, so let's continue. Now, there we go, look. The ex, baby daddy, is always there. I hate that saying. Where has that saying come from? Baby daddy. It's just gutter trash talk. It's absolute gutter trash talk. A man just doesn't deal with a single mother. He deals with her ex or her baby daddy as well. I hate saying that. Baby daddy. What a load of garbage. And this guy's always hovering around like a helicopter looking to cock block you. Some of these guys still think they have a shot at getting back with her. Others just don't want to see her happy. A lot of these dudes want to fight over her. Absolutely right. I've had exes wanting to fight me. I'm the she broke up with them because of me, and they can't see the kids now because of me, and all this garbage. And it's just shit you do not need. Like I said, never date a single mother. There's plenty of women out there what don't have children, and this is the shit you've got to deal with. Let's continue. Seriously, it's a game they're playing with each other, and they'll be playing that game with each other until their children turn 18 or 21. Head for the exit. It's just not worth dealing with this fool and his insecure bullshit. Well, I suppose it's not insecure. It's not insecure. Some of these men have been kicked out of the house. They're not allowed back there, and they're the ones paying all the child support and the alimony. And then the new boyfriend gets to see his kids more than he does. And it was his house, 6 months ago it was his house. He could see his kids, and a stranger gets to see his kids more than he does, in some cases. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And you don't want to be part of it. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that tool. You don't want to be that weapon what's being used against him. You just think about it. You get to see his kids on a daily basis, and this guy don't get to see his kids but once a fortnight if he's lucky. So no wonder you don't want that to deal with. People could just do some crazy shit. So just stay clear. Right, let's go on. The kids are working against you. When dealing with a single mother, you also deal with kids. Kids who still in their little heart of hearts think that dad will come home, come back and love them. Yes, seriously, get the hell out of there. Those kids will hate you. And if you have dated single mothers, you will know this to be true. There's no doubt about it. Not all, but most resent you. They're all right on the surface, and some of them will actively work against you. Some of them they'll just tell blatant lies. But anyway, let's go. Those kids will hate you. They will act out and keep you from getting close to mommy. They will make accusations against you to get you in trouble. Again, it's just not worth dealing with the bullshit to get with a female. There are 4 billion women in the world. You can find a quality female who doesn't carry all this baggage, and give you as much grief. And it's absolutely spot on. Entitled attitude, here we go. Single mothers think because they had a baby out of wedlock, the world owes her everything. And she thinks she's the one who deserves the best, even though she's usually collecting welfare, food stamps, or child support. In eyes, she's still supposed to be treated like she's a queen because she popped a kid out of her vagina, which is absolutely right. Not all, but most. Not all, but most. In their deluded, distorted vision of the world, men are still supposed to take her out to the finest restaurants and buy them lots of expensive stuff. And he's supposed to take care of her kids too, buying them whatever they want while taking a blind eye to their bad behaviour. Which is, if you've dated single mothers, you'll know. A distorted self-image. Here we go, this is a good one. Single mothers still think they are sexy like she was before she had a baby, only she doesn't understand how her body has changed, in some cases for the worst, absolutely. Single mothers are the type to try and squeeze themselves into a sexy outfits like low-rise jeans or cropped t-shirts to show off their belly button. Not seeing the muffin top and stretch marks squeezing out over the top of their pants. They're trying to stuff themselves into slinky spandex dresses, not aware of that gut and the cellulite on their asses. If you've seen it, you'll know. And head out to the club. She thinks men are supposed to run up on her, offering her to buy her drinks. And because a few thirsty simps step to her, she thinks she's still got it. But the only people who want what she has to offer are scavengers at the bottom of the social scene. And that's absolutely bang on. You can't. It's only simps and really thirsty men what go after these single mothers. And I've been guilty. And I've dated loads. It's only about 5 years ago when I came across articles like these, when I began to realise that I've wasted my time on single mothers all these years. I didn't even see nothing wrong with it. I thought it was just normal, and I'm wondering if anybody can guess why I thought it was normal. Anyway, let's go. Always plays the victim. Single mothers never take responsibility for their actions. The situation they're in is always the fault of that no good man, these damn kids, their mother or someone else. They never take any time to do any self-examination or make any efforts to change their lives. They are still looking for some rich, incredibly handsome man to put on a cape and play Captain Saberho. So true. How many of these single mothers, it just describes them to a T. Sweep her off her feet and take her out of the troubling situation she helped make. Jekyll and Hyde personality. A single mother will be the sweetest thing when a man first dates her, but a few months into the relationship she turns into a nutjob. Absolutely, I've seen it many, many times. A man will usually see glimpses of this when she chastises her kids when he first meets them. During that meeting, she'll yell at them and bully them to get them to act right while praising a man like he's an angel. Absolutely spot on. I've seen it many times. It's an act. Heaven will turn into hell around the 6-month mark, no doubt about that. Once a single mother gets a man settled into her life, it's not common for her to start verbally abusing him and mocking him as she projects all that pent-up rage from those previous failed relationships onto him. And it's usually around this point that most men realise why this woman is single and why it's time for him to hit the road, Jack. Absolutely. Them red flags. As soon as you see them red flags, get the fuck out of town. Get out of there. You don't need it. Trust me. Drama queen. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Always something going on. There's always something. The amount of women have single mothers, and it's always the same with them. There's always some kind of drama. Always. So here we go. Because a single mother always sees herself as a victim of society. She's always talking about her problems, and she always has a new trouble to bring everyone. Absolutely true. There's no doubt about that. There's never a good day in the life of a single mother because there's always some new crisis about to emerge in her life. Absolutely. Those who have dated single mothers, you will know. The reason single mothers need the drama is because it makes them feel important. It makes people pay attention to them. And when Captain Saberho is doting on them trying to solve their problem, it makes them feel an artificial sense of value. Absolutely true. They need that value to deflect people's attention from how pathetic their lives actually are. Absolutely. Manipulative in most cases. A single mother has no interest in a man she's dating. In a lot of cases, she's just using the guy as a pawn. Absolutely bang on. I've experienced it many times. Just a tool for her to use to make the ex jealous, to show off to her friends, to make herself feel good, to any number of reasons. Not one of them's for love, or lust, or she'll use you just to get on the cock carousel. That's it. In most cases she's dating to make her baby daddy jealous. Deep down in her heart of hearts, she believes that if she's seen with someone else who sees her as valuable, that he'll see her as valuable and take her back. But it doesn't. Women are stupid. It doesn't work like that. Well, it doesn't for me anyway. In other cases, when she's not trying to get a rise out of baby daddy, she's playing the sympathy card, using a guy to get gifts, free dinners and free drinks out of him. To a single mother, the men in her life are just human ATM machines, where she whispers a sweet nothing in his ear like a PIN number and money comes out of his wallet. Absolutely right. The Captain Saberhose, they can't help themselves. It's in men's nature to look after women and do stuff for him. Do stuff for her. And these women are not stupid. They know exactly. They must know it from birth. They must know it. But anyway, and because she's a drama queen who loves to play the victim, the single mother plays to men's emotions to get them to react in the way she wants. It's not common for single mothers to tell her man about her baby daddy so he can go fighting, which is absolutely true. Or pit two baby daddies against each other. Many the man has wound up either dead or in prison because a single mother played the victim card. Absolutely right. Never be that guy. You never ever want to date a single mother, and these are some absolutely bang on reasons why not. Dishonest. A single mother is a liar. It's how she gets what she wants. It's how she manipulates people. It's how she takes care of her kids. It's how she survives in the world. Single mothers lie, and they lie all the time. They lie to men about their age, their height, their weight, how many kids they have, the job they do. On top of the lies they tell others, they tell lies to themselves. They lie about how beautiful they are. They lie telling themselves they're still a catch. They lie telling themselves they're still a chance to be with a good man. They lie telling themselves that their lives will be happily ever after one day. The horrible truth is, without those lies, most of these single mothers would realise how pathetic their lives are. How they have no options on the dating scene, that they're at the bottom of the barrel in the dating scene, and that the only men who want them are pathetic manginas and thirsty simps. And it's true, and I'm ashamed to say I used to be one of them for many, many years. So, the baggage, let's talk about the baggage. Everybody knows this. If you've dated a single mother, you will know a single mother has more issues than Time and Newsweek combined. And when she's looking for a man, she's not looking for an equal caring partner. She's looking for a Pullman porter to take care of her kids and clean up the messes with her children's father, brothers. With her children's father. Yeah, she's looking for you to clean up her shit, basically. Captain Saberhove, that's who she's looking for. So, brothers, don't let yourself get sized up for the white jacket and bow tie. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. You stay the fuck away. Anyone dealing with a single mother is like walking through a minefield. After several months of being involved with her, it leaves a man anxious and tense because he doesn't know where to step. Sorry about that. He doesn't know where to step, and that won't lead to an explosion that kills him. And it's absolutely right. If you this just doesn't apply to any to single mothers at all. It applies to women in general. Does this? This applies to women in general. I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, it's like walking through a minefield, but this is just not with single mothers. This is women in general. You know, once you get 6 months in and they start feeling comfortable, you're constantly jumping through hoops. You just get settled and you think you're nice and all that, and then she'll throw something else at you. You're fucking, honestly. Right, anyway. That is why real men avoid single mothers like disease, like the plague. Yes, avoid like the plague, fellas. Real men understand life is too short to put up with someone's drama and their emotional baggage. We only have a limited time on God's earth, and who wants to spend it being a Pullman porter cleaning up someone else's messes? As I stated before in a previous blog, let that woman take her run over Jimmy Choo's, whatever they are, I don't know what Jimmy Choo's are, and clean up her own mess. She's made her bed, now let her lie in it. Let her lie in the wet spot. Absolutely right. Don't date single mothers. Don't waste your time with them. There are 4 billion women in this world. If you're patient, you'll find a good one. Absolutely bang on. So there we have it, fellas. Reasons not to date a single mother. And you know, you could think of another 20, 50. You know, there's 100 more reasons why you shouldn't date a single mother, but that's just a few of them. And a few of my thoughts. And if you have dated single mothers, you will know. And come up with some reasons on your own. If anybody actually watches this video, put some in the comments. Don't be shy, you know. So I'm thinking, does anybody know why I thought it was a good idea all these, for years, for 20 years. No, not 20 years. Let's say for 15 years, I thought there was nothing wrong with dating single mothers. And I've dated loads of them. Can anybody guess why I thought it was okay to date single mothers? Most of you'll know that's right, because I was brought up by a single mother. So that's why. But I wish I'd have known then what I know now, because the amount of time I've wasted on these single mothers, it's well, women in general, really. You know, it's what we do as men, innit? But anyway, I wish I'd have known then what I know now. But anyway, right, that'll do for me. Right, take care. Bye bye.